the gray lane. Let's see who will advance on to your JCB Race Week Finals. It's time for the semis!
Just to check over a couple things, make sure the other steer was running okay. He's ready to go with Monster Jam Freestyle. There's two more trucks in the back. One of them is Thunder Roars. Again, just checking over everything that was ready to go. Really the only truck that had any issues back there was Lucas Stabilizer. If you remember back to the Skills Challenge, Cynthia Gautier couldn't fire the truck. They actually had to take out one of the little carts to jumpstart the truck. Ended up swapping out the battery on Lucas Stabilizer. Each of these Monster Jam trucks runs 3 batteries, and there was one that was bad. So they swapped that out of her truck, and she should be ready to go for Monster Jam Freestyle. Up until this point, Kay, it has been a pretty clean event, which means one thing. It is going to get wild on the track for Monster Jam Freestyle.
I'm definitely having that same thought, Casey. We're going to see some wild freestyles. I just know it. So get back to your seats because Monster Jam returns back to the action here in just a moment.
Hey, Alabama! Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to every single section here at Protective Stadium. It's a big place, so I'm gonna make it up to you right now. Everybody here is gonna start Monster Jam Freestyle. Oh yeah, but hold on real quick, I need some help. All right, Stadium, lights out! Ooh, yeah. Everybody get out those lights, come on, get out those lights, let's see them. Cell phone lights, hold them up, hold them up, hold them up. All over. I want to see every star here tonight. Yeah. Okay, now listen, this is important. When I say this is Monster Jam, everybody is going to scream freestyle. When I say this is Monster Jam, you scream freestyle. Let's get this thing going. Everybody move those lights with me and up, down, up. Now, keep it going with the beat. Ladies and gentlemen, we can still get the ball up to Casey. The legendary competition of all time. Everybody, this is Monster Jam! Yeah, let's go! Locking those scores. Let's use judgeszone.com. You have 20 seconds.
Great way to kick things off here in Monster Jam Freestyle. Vendetta throwing down a nice solid freestyle that will set the tone and the bar for the rest of our field of competitors here. A few more seconds left at judgeszone.com. And your scores are locked. Your score for Vendetta is, you gave him a score of 7.949. Each and every one of our drivers that will showcase their best moves throughout their freestyle run. You can use that to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. On deck we have Lucas Stabilizer, Megalodon, Jurassic Attack, and of course the rest of the field of competitors here in freestyle. Coming up next, Kevin Crocker, Megalodon.
Let's lock in those scores, 20 seconds at judgeszone.com.
We saw some cartwheel action there at the very end of the run here for Megalodon, our second driver here of Monster Jam Freestyle. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Let's take a look at that highlight package here, brought to you by the original Super Glue. Some big air, some nice saves there, great moves. You want to be looking for all of these things as you are the judges here at judgeszone.com. Keep in mind our drivers must complete 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. And also if they do not get the full 60 seconds, then they will receive a 1-point deduction. So keep that in mind as well as you're continuing on here in freestyle. Scores are locked. Your score for Vendetta 7.495. Your score for Megalodon is, you gave him a 7.305. On deck, we still have Lucas Stabilizer, Jurassic Attack, Mayhem, and Avenger, and of course the rest of our field of competitors with 2 drivers down. We've got 10 to go here in freestyle. Competition leaderboard right now there. And Christensen ended up with 4 to beat.
Story, you just take fake dance, let's change
Monster Jam fans in the section 114 here with Major. You ready to have some fun and play a game?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do it. Sarah makes me sing. Okay, we're gonna play St. Jude, Helmet Shuffle. Feast your eyes on the Monster Jam video board. Okay, for us, we have to look backwards, all right? So let's look and see what we have for the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. As the trophies get ready, minor technical difficulties. Okay, well, minor technical difficulties, but because you are so cool, I'm going to give you a prize anyway. What do you think?
Thank you.
You are so welcome. I found out he was celebrating a birthday too, so here you go, Monster Jam. Truck and Pal. Yeah, buddy. So congrats for being very brave. You having a good time though so far?
Thank you.
What's your favorite part?
Probably when I go backwards.
Yeah, the backflips are really cool. Well, stick around because there's more freestyle coming up. Alabama, make some noise if you're ready for more Monster Jam.
Don't forget to scan that QR code. If you've not started scoring, you can do so right now at judgeszone.com. Again, a reminder that our driver must complete 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score, and they must complete 60 seconds of their run in order to not receive a 100 reduction. Don't forget to look for the creativity, the technical moves, combinations, wow factor, and the use of the entire obstacle.
Monster Jam fans, I have now with me Ethan, and he's going to announce somebody on this shirt. Who is it?
Birmingham, get on your feet, put your hands together. He's #1 in racing, he's #1 in your hearts. Coming to you from Knoxville, Tennessee, driving Jurassic Attack, Dalton, the people's champ, Widener!
Looks like he lost a little power there as he was put up onto that ski jump there. And just rolls backwards. 93 seconds left for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Waiting to see from our Monster Jam officials what might be going on. With the crew chief going as well. Sending out our Monster Jam officials to check on Jurassic Attack. Widener. And unfortunately, that will do it. No score for Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Make some noise though. Show him some love. Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Unfortunate for Dalton Widener, just not able to have any power there. And not able to get a score here. Remember, our drivers listen to 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. So he's going to get hooked and head back. Unfortunate in there for Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack. Now we can throw it down to KCG. She's got a little bit of an update from one of our Monster Jam troops.
Well, I want to talk about a component that's really important in Monster Jam freestyle, and that is the shocks. I was talking with Cynthia Gauthier, director of Lucas Stabilize, earlier today, and she said she's been trying some new things when it comes to her shock setup. We're going to go ahead and put a video up on the video board to show you exactly what we're talking about. So on each Monster Jam truck, there's 4 shocks in the front and 4 shocks in the back. 8 shocks total. Each shock is comprised of kind of 2 different parts. In one vessel, we will have nitrogen in, and the other vessel will have oil. feet in the air, they need a tighter shock setting. Because when they land, they want the shock to be the shock. Cynthia was telling me that for Monster Jam Racing, she's been running 0 turns, which means very loose shocks for Monster Jam Racing. Their setup for Monster Jam Freestyle is now 5, so 5 turns on that dial to create a nice setup for the shocks. But that's a component that's really important when it comes to Monster Jam Freestyle. I'm going to give you guys some Monster Jam 101 on how these trucks are going out here in this competition.
Thank you so much, Casey, for that insight here. As we're going to continue on here in Monster Jam Freestyle with our next driver, Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
Let's hear it for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. 20 seconds is on the clock. Make sure you guys lock in those scores right now. JudgesZone.com.
He lands a Morgan backflip and a powerful backflip there for Chris Kohler, and Mayhem continues on his run. Had some nice saves there, big air, lots of different things to check mark off there. Chris Kohler, Mayhem, place 2, a nice freestyle. And now it's time to let us know what you think about that run at JudgesZone.com. Scores are locked in. Your score for Mayhem is 8.628. So we got a new leader here now, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. You can check out the Super Bowl Glued to the Action replay here up on the video board from Chris Kohler, and Mayhem uses the ski jump and then lands that nice popper combination move, continues on his run. You see the Morgan backflip as well. On deck we have Avenger, Lucas Stabilizer, El Toro Loco, Zombie, Gravedigger, Horse, X, Classic Pressure, yes, it's a pretty style. We got our next driver up, it's Chip Kohler of Danger.
Make some noise for Takeover up the chair. Lock in those scores. Judges zone.com. You have 20 seconds.
Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Jim Kohler, an Avenger, lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip, 8-pack ramp, backflip, and they get some nice air. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Score to beat, Mayhem, 8.628. Your score for Avenger is 9.146. We got a new leader. So 9.146 for Jim Kohler and Avenger, and you can see the replay up on the video board. Brought to you by the original Super Glue to the Action replay. There it is. He now takes the lead with a huge score, 9.16146 here for Avenger. And this will be locked in still. You can stabilizer and throw those pressure next to the floors.
Wow, scoring is open. What did you think about that run from Cynthia Gauthier? Head to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
I don't know what section I am sitting in, but y'all were making some noise for Cynthia Gauthier. What a freestyle save! Take a look at that. Score to be 9.146. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is 9.383. she tries to save it. I don't know, that was incredible. Save of the Year nominee, potentially, that's what our AV guys are saying. We're gonna continue on with our next driver, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Moves there by our drivers. Take a look at the Super Bowl TV action replay. Look at the air time on that. All right, scores are locked in. Your score for El Toro Loco is 8.761. Continuing on with our next driver, Born to Bizarre, Zombie.
got those scores, y'all. 20 seconds. Alabama, what did you think?
He had some big air and some big hang time there at the very end for Parmesan Zombie. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. A couple more seconds left here. Your score to beat, of course, with Lucas Stabilizer 9.383. And we await your scores now. Scores are locked in, 8.075.
Monster Jam fans, I'm here in section 114 with Tyler. You've been coming to these Monster Jam events for a while now. How long? That's incredible, spreading the love. Okay, so we're going to try to repurpose ourselves. We're going to play the St. Jude Helmet Shuffle, allegedly. So, let's see what we have on the Monster Jam video board. This is how it works. We're going to put the trophy in the middle helmet, and then we're going to shuffle them around amongst other helmets. You have to guess where the trophy lands. You ready, Tyler? Okay, my friend, let's do it. You probably missed it. It's okay, though. Almost there. Missed some of that, but if you think you know the answer, I see a lot of twos over here, Tyler. I don't know. His family is telling him one, other fans are telling him two. I see a lot of ones. One. Okay. We're gonna do one. Let's see if he's right. It's not under three. Oh! What about it? Not under, there we go, baby. Under number one, Tyler. I got something really cool, a Lucas Stabilizer Mini Jams. Congratulations, thanks so much. We're playing St. Jude Helmet Shuffle. Make some noise if you're ready for Monster Jam Birmingham.
All right, take a look at the video board. Scan that QR code and donate on behalf of one of your favorite Monster Jam drivers. You can put that donation to any of them. And take a look right now where we stand. Cynthia Gauthier now is the lead. 8%. Tyler Renegade with 14. Mark Patel with 10. We've got a lot more donations on track here for some of your favorite Monster Jam drivers. Right now, though, Cynthia Gauthier Lucas Stabilizer is leading away with 38%. Continue to donate whether it's $1 or just a couple dollars here. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. All of that money goes straight to the families of St. Jude. And of course, they don't have to pay for the medical expenses, food, shelter, anything. That's all because of great amazing plans. Right now, scan the QR code. Donate to St. Jude. Let's take a look right now at our series season's points chase and the points update here going into Monster Jam Freestyle. 6-point difference for Tyler Renegade and Greg Digger currently sitting in second. Zombie is the leader of the series season with 482 points. Crusher and Jurassic Attack. And our tour logo and now Lucas Stabilizer there sitting on top of the top 6 here in our series season's points chase. That's where we stand right now. The Chase Free Championship, the winner of this series will move on to Birmingham to play out worldwide most people happening in Salt Lake City, Utah. You can log on to monsterjam.com for tickets and information. On the count of 3, I need you to yell, Greg Digger, 1, 2, 3.
30 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores before the wheel stops spinning on judgeszone.com.
Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. It looked like he was battling another rear steer issue there for Gravedigger. Time to see where you're going to put him at in this competition. The big score right now, Lucas Stabilizer, 9.383. That is the score to beat. A few more seconds left here on the clock, judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score for Gravedigger is... You give him an 8.918.
She is currently leading the freestyle competition. She had everybody up on their feet. It is Cynthia Gauthier, driver of Lucas Stabilizer. Cynthia, an incredible finish to the end of your freestyle run. This place was electric. Everybody cheering for you.
Birmingham, you guys are my lucky charm. I have to say it's a team effort. We had issue with the Lucas Stabilizer truck the whole competition. They were working hard. They make sure they change the battery. We changed the starter, I think. We changed everything, and it's definitely worth it. Thank you so much, Wyatt. And I have to say, girls can do it too. This was for all the girls out here because we can do it.
Competing on a series like this one, when you have some of the biggest names in Monster Jam, you're proving that as a female, you're coming out here not just to compete, but also to win.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to show that we can do it. And with Monster Jam, we race at the same level. I took a year off last year to start my family, so I have a daughter 1 year old. So it's great to be back this year and be a mom. I got the mom power.
I want to turn things on over to your crew chief, Wyatt Havens. Wyatt, one of the coolest things about freestyle is hanging out over your crew seating, and I can see you talking to Cynthia during her freestyle run, cheering her on.
Oh yeah, I tell her to go bigger every single time. Keep going bigger. I'm bored over here. Keep going bigger. And she does. I mean, that little trick right there, she did it. I was just yelling in her ear the whole time.
Cynthia, I want to ask you, do you like these pumping you up in your ear for freestyle?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is our first year together, and it's been a great teamwork. He's screaming in my ear. I'm not even joking. Even in racing, he's like, no, 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 no. It's just giving me all that energy, you know, to go bigger and to do some cool tricks.
The two of you are absolutely a champion team. We're going to see if they can hang on to the lead here with Monster Jam Freestyle.
Take a look at the freestyle competition leaderboard. Lucas Stabilizer still on top of the leaderboard, 9.383. Avengers Sterling in second. Gravedigger now in third. Corolla, Mayhem, and Zombie round out our top six. We have 3 drivers left on deck. Nelson Crusher and Axel Norris left to freestyle. Coming up next, we got Colt Stevens, Thunder Morris.
Yeah. And those scores, 20 seconds. Judges zone.com.
One more time, we gotta give it up to Gold City and the get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. What a run! Scores are locked as 39.383 for the stabilizer. Look to the video board right now. Birmingham, let me see that score! We got a new leader! That was insane! He starts off with the Morgan & Morgan backflip. He lands that, goes into some nice momentum, and then it was chaos after that. The huge air, the crazy landing, and look at this sidewall donut here in just a moment. The spinning. He spins and spins and spins. We're not sure if he can save it. Keep counting, keep counting. We're up to 5, we're up to 6, 7, 8, and back on all fours. Incredible. He is now restoring 9.455. And we are just getting better and better with 2 more drivers left to freestyle on Definition Crusher and Axe. Our next driver up is Totally Axe. If he cannot refire, he will receive a 1-point deduction. Keep in mind, our drivers must complete 60 seconds of their run to get into the total score. Those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Our second to last competitor here at Monster Jam Freestyle, Joe Foley X. A few more seconds left now. We'll take a look at that replay brought to you by the Super Blue TV Action Replay. Scores are locked in. Your score for X is 8.247. We have one more driver remaining here in our Monster Jam freestyle competition as we take a look at that replay. Lance Morgan backflip. Paul Stevens, Thunder Roars on top of the leaderboard, 9.455. And now really for the last driver. Our last driver, Kevin Murphy, Rusher. He would look like he's going to take a page out of Colt Stevens and Thunder Aurora's book there with the sidewall donuts, just not able to save it and get back on all fours. Nonetheless, get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. He is our last freestyle competitor here tonight. Scores are locked in. Your score to be 9.455. Thunder Aurora's your score for Classroom Crusher is 7.727, which means your freestyle winner is Thunder Aurora's. Congratulations to Colt Stevens and Thunder Aurora's collecting the last 12 points of tonight. And we're going to crown a overall event champion here in just a little bit. Make some noise for your freestyle winner!
Colts, that was the craziest sidewall donut I have ever seen in Monster Jam. After the week that you had, marrying the love of your life, Miranda, capping it off with your first freestyle win of the season. This has got to be so awesome.
What a week, man! Getting married, coming out here to Birmingham, burning it down, having a great time. I know they were up top there telling us, go, go, go. We got to get out of here. The rain's coming. But you know what? We're Thunder Aurora's. We came to freestyle. We showed that here tonight. Let me hear it, Birmingham!
We are about to crown our BKT overall event champion with 9 JCB racing, 12 in the skills, 9 in freestyle with a total of 30 points. Let's crown a winner! Tyler Minigan, Grave Digger!
Tyler, you said earlier today that the points don't matter. The only thing that matters is putting on a fantastic event for these Monster Jam fans and having a good time, and it led to taking the trophy.
You know what, that was awesome for me. I'm sorry. We are still having truck bumps to that right there, but you know what? I know when that truck broke running around, I didn't care. I was driving it whichever way, I didn't care. As high as I could jump, as quick as I could hit anything, just for you guys. Just because I got a broke truck doesn't mean you guys need to suffer. I'm out here trying as hard as I can for nothing only than you fans. You drive me, you drive that Grave Digger truck, and you drive Monster Jam. Birmingham, I love you guys!
Congratulations to Tyler Minigan and Grave Digger. He has now cut the points deficit down to 2. Barmy Sauer and Zombie still the leader. Tyler Minigan and Grave Digger right on his heels. Well, it's been an exciting Monster Jam afternoon with all of you fans here into the nighttime. Thank you so much on behalf of KCG and Jabari Thomas. I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun and we hope to see you at our next Monster Jam.
Drivers, fire your engines. It's a battle to the end. Never give up, never give in. It's grit and guts, dirt and